Hello everyone, I'm Chris, and today I've got another Kickstarter preview for you. This game is called Switchuations. It's live on Kickstarter now. It's a party game that has a little bit of an interesting twist, which I'll get into in just a second. So what you're looking at is a prototype copy. So here's how the game works. It's pretty simple. You're going to take a deck of cards, you're going to shuffle it, you're going to place a deck in the middle. You're going to give each player 5 cards, and they're going to keep them face down in their hand. The player chosen to go first is actually, according to the rules, the player who smiled first during setup. That player is going to take the actual game box and the dry erase marker that comes with the game, and they're going to hold on to it until the game begins. That player is then going to take a card from the middle and they're going to flip it over and reveal what it says. In this case, it says, "Overheard in the emergency room." The player with the box is now going to take that and actually write a response of what may have been overheard in the emergency room. They write right on the box. So let's see, overheard in the emergency room. So for overheard in the emergency room, I wrote, "I cut my finger while slicing the turkey." Now I wouldn't show this to any other players just yet until it's time to start playing. Every other player is going to take a card from their hand and they're going to play a response to what they think I might have written. For instance, in my hand I have, "If the Statue of Liberty could talk," or "Rejected tagline for an Old Spice commercial." I'm going to go ahead, and I wouldn't be telling the other player this, but I'm going to go ahead and play "Whispered tenderly in the ear of a lover." So each other player is going to take this card and they're going to place it face down, their chosen card in front of them, and you're going to take one random card from the deck and you're going to add it to the mix of those cards as well. And you're going to shuffle them up and you're going to give it to the player who wrote on the board. Then they're going to reveal what they actually wrote. So overheard in the emergency room, "I cut my finger while slicing the turkey." I'm going to throw a couple of the cards in here just for fun. "I cut my finger while slicing the turkey. John Wilkes Booth to Abraham Lincoln." Okay. "Whispered tenderly to the ear of a lover." And "overheard at a cannabis legalization rally." So those are some interesting outcomes to this comment. But what the first player then is going to do is going to line them up kind of in order. And according to the rules, each player is going to hold up a number of fingers to vote for which one they think is the funniest or the most fitting option for that phrase. On the first round of playing, my group and I realized it was just much easier to all point to the one that we liked instead of holding up a number of fingers. It also allows you to play with more than just a handful of people. If you can only hold up 5 fingers, then you can only play with 5 people. Of course, if you can hold up 10 fingers, then you have to have 10 cards out in front of you. It's just much easier to kind of point to something or all, grab the one that you want or some other quick party-themed way of picking which one is your favorite.
Heard during a butt dial from Mom.
So that's essentially the game. You just pass this box around, you keep repeating this process. And I gotta say, Switchuations in round 1, I never played before. My group, we had never seen the game. We were laughing.
"John Wilkes Booth to Abraham Lincoln. I'm living inside your head rent-free."
Okay. That was weird.
Okay. "Hidden message in the U.S. Constitution." Okay. "Proudly announced by a potty training 3-year-old.
Alright, that's kind of interesting.
"Grunted from one gym bro to another."
I like that.
There is actually a rule that says you can't vote for your own entry. And after a round or two in a group of 4, which I was playing with, we found that didn't really work for us. So we just kind of voted for which one erupted the most laughs or which one fit the best. And we really enjoyed that part of it. And at the end of the day, it's a party game, so you'll probably end up making up a lot of house rules. So this game is designed and hopefully will be published by Definitely Not Evil Labs. I actually had a chance to meet some of the crew at Definitely Not Evil Labs. They're incredibly passionate about this game and about tabletop and nerd culture overall. I wouldn't necessarily say this is a family game, though I guess it depends on your family. This game is not vulgar in any way, but there are a lot of innuendos that can be picked up depending on how dark you want to get or how dirty your mind is. Trust me, this game is tame compared to what's out there. Overall, Switchuations is a great game. In fact, one of the guys in my group who played the game, he shared that playing Switchuations was actually one of the highlights of his weekend. And we only played it for about a half an hour one night at the end of the convention. So that just goes to show you what kind of game Switchuations is. It's easy to pick up, it's a ton of fun, You're going to have a lot of laughs. I'm going to go ahead and give Switchuations 4.5 moons out of 5. Mostly for concept and laughs. This game with a little refinement is going to be dang near perfect, so be looking out for this one. As always, you can check out more tabletop reviews and previews at wintermoongames.com/reviews. You can find me on your social media platform of choice, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you'd like me to review or preview your game, or you have a question or a comment about Switchuations, please email me at cb@wintermoongames.com. I'd be happy to hear from you. Until next time, my name is Chris, and thank you very much for watching.